Welcome to the Attentive Mind. This is a daily guided meditation practice for both beginners and experienced practitioners. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. The goal with the position is to find something both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable during the practice because then you'll just be distracted by the way your body feels, which is unnecessary. You also want to be sturdy because it gives us a sense of groundedness, a sense of being here for this moment's sake. You don't want to feel like you're about to get up and go do something, or like because you're using this moment for as a means to the next. Because meditation's about this moment, not the future. So feeling grounded, feeling sturdy is really important as well. Sitting in a chair achieves these goals. Lying down does too. I would just suggest trying not to fall asleep. And then, of course, sitting in a formal meditation posture also works. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. I keep saying that out of habit. Really, it's an option. You can either close your eyes or keep your eyes open during this practice. It's up to you. And if you prefer to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. But if you prefer to keep your eyes open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe just looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy seated position. Your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. There's really nothing to this. We are here. And that's really it. But you may notice how thinking tells us that this moment isn't good enough, that there must be something else, always striving to become better, achieving things you don't have, running in circles because of the chatter in our minds. Which of course is optional. Here you are. Bring your attention to this moment. Just this. Even if it's for an instant, notice how when you're attentive to the moment, you're no longer running in circles. You're You're not trying to get anywhere. You're not trying to become anything. Bring your attention back to this moment, right here. There's no coming, there's no going. There's no better, there's no worse. Only this. But of course, our minds may only subside in order for us to notice the moment for a second, maybe just an instant. And that's simply because it is a habit to pay attention to our thoughts. When you notice the moment, you're not stopping thinking. You're just leaving thoughts alone and bringing your attention elsewhere. So, a wonderful tool to help us along this path of moving our attention away from thinking is to bring our attention to the sensations of the breath. So, find the breath wherever you feel it the most. And notice the gentle rhythm of the inhalation and exhalation. And just stay with it, gently rising and falling. And you're probably thinking right now, lost in words, not noticing the breath, which is okay. It's only a habit. So when you notice that you're thinking, planning, worrying, contemplating, judging, comparing, whatever, simply notice it and return back to the breath. And don't do this with an idea of perfection, and don't worry if you keep falling off the horse. Just get back on without judging. Simply notice the breath rising and falling. Come back. Come back to the breath. Breathing, rising and falling. Wake up. Wake up from these thoughts. They're meaningless. They're not worth your attention. Let them pass on by like the sound of birds outside your window. Remain with your life, which is here and now, with the breath rising and falling. We're not waiting for the bell. We're right here. All right, you can look at the screen. You know, there's something I'm really guilty of, uh, which is always a good indicator of how well my practice is going. And you might relate. But you ever walk into a room with an intention to do something, and then the moment you walk into the room, you forget what you were there for? We all have had this experience. You walk in a room, you're like, yeah, why am I here? What am I even doing? Shit, what was I doing? You can't remember? Or you can't remember where you put your keys or your wallet or your phone? Or you walk out the door 4 times just to come back inside because you forgot something else? That's me. And I've noticed the reason this happens, for myself at least, and I'm sure I know I used to have an ADD diagnosis, but just by paying attention to the process of what's taking place, I'll have a plan. Like, okay, I need to go get my phone, wallet, and keys. I go get my phone, I pick it up, and I realize oh, I forgot the text back. Oh, okay, and then wait. Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain. Let me get the weather going. Oh, okay. And then I walk out the door. Where's the wallet and the keys? Oh, I get down the road and come back. But it's because distraction has taken place. Or even if I don't get distracted by something in particular, it'll just be a lost in thought. I'll be walking into a room. This is what happens. You walk into a room to go get something, but you're thinking on your way to the room about something like eating dinner or that thing that girl said, or what is it, whatever it is. And then when you get there and you realize you had a task, it's gone. It's a life of distraction. So I've learned that the more I'm practicing and the more that I'm able to just pay attention, it's this kind of training of attention where thoughts don't bombard and take over my next thing. I have people tell me in my life that uh, that which I will do this. I'll start a sentence and I'll stop. I just won't finish it. I'll be like, yeah, you ever think of the what was you know what I think? And the person's like, and then I'm like thinking about what I'm gonna do for that one video. Anyway, so if this is you, it's just a matter of attention. So practice. Which is wonderful about this practice is that the more you're distracted, you can tell if you're not practicing, if you're not knowing presence and being here. Present moment awareness and not being taken by every thought that comes through the head. Which is why this practice is so wonderful for so many things. But one of those things is a life of distraction. So it's a attention deficit, really. That's what it is. Anyway, thank you everyone for showing up as always. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.